Greetings. Today I want to talk about missions because missions are very good source for obtaining different materials and commodities needed for engineer crafting. I would advise you to make a list, check blueprints and see what you need. I have a video called Third-Party Tools where to find resource needed for engineer upgrades. You can see there two web pages and both have a lot of information regarding resources, materials, commodities, engineers and also blueprints. Go check and figure out which one you need. Write down what materials you need for that, and when you are at station just check bulletin board. Simple as that. Usually you will receive 4 commodities, and usually only one is needed per blueprint, so if you do one mission you can have 4 commodities 4 times you can roll this blueprint. And most missions are very simple, and what's even better, they are for very low ranked, meaning they are very easy to do. I did mostly courier and delivery missions. And some blueprints actually can be done completely only by doing missions. An example, grade 5 thermal shield. It only requires ion distributor, which you can get through missions. Exquisite focus crystal, same. And aberrant shield pattern also can be obtained through missions. So there are blueprints which will not require you to do anything but missions. And missions are simple, like I said. Sometimes missions will require you to find some commodities, and when you find them, usually destination port will change. So pay attention, don't go back. Check if there's mission critical message, read it. And when you complete one mission, always check, maybe there's something good. You can do that for quite some time and obtain most resources you need. If mission requires you to fetch some water or domestic appliances, check commodity market when you dock. Mostly you will not even need to go and search for them specifically, just do missions and you will have what you need for other missions. And you can always make short detours from your missions and visit signal sources that will pop up when you are traveling around. Only from my experience, around one signal source out of 20-30 has something worthy. Mostly there's just crap. So if you are close to this stupid dumb limit that Frontier for some reason thought is enjoyable for players, signal source might not be the best way to get what you need. Missions, I would say, is the best unless you know exactly where to find what you need. Missions are very good for rare ones because there's no guarantee you will get them otherwise. But doing missions is a certain way that you will have that reward when you complete mission. And if you don't mind switching game modes, you can do that as well, it works. You can get different missions by just switching game modes, not always, sometimes, but it still works. It actually felt similar to long-range smuggling, just instead of running away from NPCs who are spawned and avoiding scans and earning a lot of money, you are flying, relaxed, nobody is bothering you, almost nobody. You visit places you would never visit otherwise, and you receive some very rare materials for that. So here we go, missions, very useful tool to obtain different commodities needed for engineer crafting and materials. And for some reason, when I exited Supercruise near outposts, I got twice message, critical mission message, that I have 0 hours 0 minutes to complete for increased reward. Usually you have this message when you exit hyperspace and it gives you, well, minutes, many minutes, enough minutes, usually like 6, 10, so you can fly there and dock in time. But this time I had like 30 seconds and it's just not enough to dock. Funny. Must be a bug. Anyway, do missions. And most missions I did had around 24-hour deadline. So it gives you plenty of time to do them. Fly safe, commanders.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Incoming mission critical message. disengaged.